Around here, this is more than a game. It's family, it's culture, it's legacy. A community that understands the work, respects the grind, and honors the journey. From the hardwood to the highlight moments to every player chasing greatness. This is where passion grows, where fans become family, where standards are protected, where women's basketball lives. Welcome to Everybody Loves Juju 12.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's kick back. I'll be in and out watching this game with y'all. Hopefully, I don't know where y'all at on Friday. I gotta get my dinner ordered. I can finally eat something. Welcome back, everybody. Come on into the chat. I'm here. You guys, did you guys? What up, RC? I know I've been gone. My voice I had tonsillitis. I hope you're still here. I want to show you something. I wanted to wait till everybody got here. Where you at? Where you at, RC? I got him. I got something in the mail today. I'm going to have to open it on my own since you guys ain't here. Where's it at? Can y'all see this? USC women's basketball. Y'all see that? Can you see this? Can you see this box, bro? This is from USC. Hold on. USC women's basketball. What's the score? 55-43. Dang. With Kelsey Mitchell getting out there to a 17-point lead. Ooh. I thought they was about to stop the Storm. What happened? I thought they were about to get stopped. I got to take a picture of this before I open it. Where's Jay at? Or Ball and Chill always come and check on me. Where's the baby at? RC. They still look. Kelsey Mitchell just had 17 points and a quarter, and what popped up on my phone was a record, or I don't know if it's a record. They're just talking about how many 3-pointers she's made. Caitlin Clark, and if I would have to leave if I was Kelsey. I'm like, man, like she's so humble. She is so humble. Because I know she probably like, you don't even be thinking about that stuff, but she think about it later. You don't think about it when you're playing really, but then you start to, or unless people, bring up, that they built like she disrespected. But usually humble players, you don't really trip off with stuff like that. Unless a player is coming at you personally. But later when you get older and you start looking back, yeah. Baby's okay, getting ready to go to the grandma's house. You already got the baby going to the grandma's house, bro. My niece, I ain't gonna say like she ain't be her is not that old. He ain't gone nowhere. I would trust my mom though. She was alive. I had children, but I know she was a working grandma, so I couldn't like put that on her. No way. Tired. It's a lot to ask, but they're kind of good. I mean, the first couple of months they be struggling a little bit. They get a little fussy, and then you kind of gotta find. I don't like pacifiers. Some pacifiers and all that stuff. But if it comes down to it, you can't sue them. It ain't working. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. I didn't want to tear up the little card. It's not a card. I mean, it's the the priority mail. Thank you, Beth Burns and the USC and Ken Dog. I can't wait for the games to start, bro. Oh, I got a card. Can y'all see this? I gotta show everybody when people come back. If you can see this, USC Trojans. 2 breaks. You need it. I know they do. I know the first 4. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, the first 4. You said the breaks. I know. But how does the baby do separated? How does the baby do? That's what I want to know. Because hers is going to be going to daycare. So I'm kind of curious that how that looks for them. I'm keeping this card. Kennedy signed this card. Kennedy signed this card. My Ken dog signed my. Oh, can you see it? Yeah, she signed the card. And Coach B, Coach Burns. Where's that kid dog? Here it is. USC. Oh, she got them all. I see Juju's signature in it. I wasn't supposed to get all these signatures. I thought it was just I got Juju. I know I recognize her because I've had hers before. That's Kennedy. Laura. Where Jazzy? What she signed? Jazz. Ken Smith. I know hers. 25, number 10, number 4, number 8. It says, thank you for the assist. Beat cancer. Play for K. Ken for K. Doggone right. All day long. Beat that cancer. I lost a good friend to lung cancer. She was actually my nemesis, my rival from another school. That she was from the neighborhood, and they bused her to this opposite school, so we used to have to race against each other. And we were top in the Peninsula League and in the Central Coast section. I beat her butt so bad in the 100, she had to switch to the quarter though. So then we would go at it in the 200. But we was getting it though in that 200. We ran low 24s in a time where track and field, there was only a few people that could maybe run out. Maybe 2, 3. Wasn't even that many that can run fast, like faster than that. California, you would have to be like a national competitor. So they gave me an extra T-shirt because it was so late. They didn't know that they had to send it to me. They gave me I got an SC shirt. That's cool. I don't have to buy no more. Oh, I don't have this color. This is the color I didn't have. I didn't have this. Oh, I seen Juju with this one. I didn't have this color. I seen her with this one on. You see that, y'all? Can you see this color? This is crazy how you can't. There it is. It's crazy how you can't really capture it. I don't have that color. And then another one. Women basketball. So I'll be wearing them on the show. You best believe it. Ball and Chill, I just asked about you. I said, Ball and Chill always here. Ball and Chill, you missed my unveiling. I got my Ken for K shirt. Remember I told you I had made a donation. I didn't expect to win, but I did. And then the team signed the back. I can see Juju's signature. I see Kennedy's. Can you see that? Give me a thumbs up if you can see it. So if I put it in a case, do I show this side or do I show this side? I don't know now. But I'm aware they gave me some extra shirts. I wasn't supposed to get all this. I think I'm aware this. Oh yeah, I believe that she will. I believe Sienna will be ready. I really do. I feel like she knows. And I feel like Sienna, I feel like she wasn't ready because of the injury. And so she was kind of out of shape. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have a special guest. I just talked to her mom. And I'll tell you guys a story later of my surprise. It's a little girl that is a huge fan of the Trojans, and I was in the Bay Area at the time, and she lives there with her mom, and she was the little girl that wears a bun, and she had the long t-shirt on. She had the long Juju jersey all the way to her feet, and it was the cutest. It was sitting next to me. I kept looking at her all game like she got the bun. She gotta meet you. She's gotta meet her. And so I didn't really know. It was an away game, and I don't really think that I didn't really know. I didn't know. I was just getting back into the groove of going to see games and stuff because it really wasn't anybody I wanted to see of recent in you know at either school, UCLA or USC. And at the time, I was staying in the Bay Area, and so it's usually Berkeley, Stanford. I did try to go to the Stanford, uh, South Carolina game. It was they had come, and I went, and I didn't really know because my friend was supposed to get tickets. She ended up not going, so I thought I can just go get a kid. Little do I know, you can't do that. Now I know how you buy them. And so since I was out there, not to brag, I decided to swing through because I tell you, Stanford's not far from where I grew up. And I had been inducted into the Peninsula Sports Hall of Fame, Silicon Valley Peninsula Sports Hall of Fame, and the museum where which your plaque goes into is in Redwood City, which I think it's Redwood City, which is next to Foster City where I grew up. And I was like, on my way home, I'm going to go to the museum. And that was the first time I saw my plaque, where it was situated, who it was situated. And Julian Edelman and Jeremy Lin and I, we went in with others at the same time, same year, 2018. And so I seen all the people that I know on there, and then people you all know that are from the Bay, Tom Brady, we're all from Semtel. Coach Madden, he's from that area. So when I finally found my plaque, Jeremy Lin and I are next to each other. And then Julian was down, like on the next level. And it was cool because it was like 2018, and I had my name, Juju Middleton. And I knew nothing about who Juju Watkins was at the time. She was only 14 years old in 2018. And so just for anybody to know, I'm not biting off my name because it's a playoff of my name that my dad made me, and friends would call me on the court or anything. Just they say Juju, Jules. But Juju is the original name, and so it's actually on the plaque. And so it's actually before Juju became Juju. So that's a little background. So the little girl, so I was leaving to go to my car, and I had to go around the back, and then that's where the buses were loading, and I see Caleb Padilla walk out, and I start seeing other players walk out, and then I decided to wait, and I was like, I wonder if I'll see Juju walk out. So a little line started forming, just not big at all. And Juju comes out with her little slide-ins, and she had a jacket on because it'd be cold in the Bay. Big jacket, whatever. And I have a picture you all see at the beginning of the show, or you can see from my other show. And Imani's the little girl. She's taking a photo. I mean, she's meeting her to sign her jersey and I'm watching. But before that happened, I was taking pictures of that leading up to that point. Then I got a picture. And then later that picture became, not mine, but someone else's that took it, became a well-known picture. So when I walked up, it's my turn. And I introduced myself, told her who I was. And she's like, oh. And I told her my nickname. And she started laughing. I said, hey, I'm old school, blah, blah, blah. She said, okay. And you can tell she registered in her mind, like, okay, I'm not going to forget you. And so then now when we see each other in LA, it was like she remembers. And so now I feel like I know Ju. And I really feel like I know her because the way she gave me that when she found out I got the silver lining. So I told her I'm going to get all her colorways. So the next time I see her, I'm going to have the red ones on. But so that story is going to be how Imani came to be a fan. What did she think the first time they met, or even if she remembers me, her mom remembers me. So next year I go to the next year she goes and gets invited practice, locker room, pregame, everything. She was like just their special guest. It was cool, and they did a little segment on it. And then I go to the Bay Area Invisalign Classic at Berkeley, and I'm walking by behind the bench, and lo and behold, I hear my name, and it was her mom and her, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you guys live." She said, "I remember you," and so now we're like besties. I say we're besties, and so she found me online, so we hit each other up. So she's going to be at the Vegas game. I'm gonna be there, and so that's gonna be our thing until Monty grows up and becomes a basketball star. So I gotta hook in early with these little hoopers, so I can like say I knew them when. But yeah, she's adorable, guys. She looks like she could be Juju's little sister. She's so cute. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, but I'm gonna interview her for you guys. You better come. I'm gonna put it on child friendly. You guys come and say hello to her because she's gonna be at the Vegas game. We'll see how far she's gonna go this year. If she's gonna be able to come down to LA and you know she can come there if she's gonna come back to any more games. Okay, so let's see what the scores are. I'm so excited, guys. I am so excited about my yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me say thank you. Take a picture. Take a picture. I could not eat. I could not eat for ball and chill. You didn't see what happened? I got my box for my kin for K. Is that what you mean? But look, I couldn't eat for 2.5 days, almost 3 days, until I finally went to urgent care and they sent me to emergency. And thank God it didn't get worse. I didn't know that. I didn't know because usually I do my little home remedy, my warm salt water, hot warm tea, everything that you tell people with honey. I'm doing my thing, right? I'm thinking this thing's gonna go away, and I'm up in the middle of the night, 1 o'clock, barely can breathe, can't hardly swallow, started drooling, and I was like, oh my God. And then I'd take something and it would leave for 15 minutes, and I would think I'm sleeping longer, and I'm not, and I'm waking up, and then I'm, get the chloroseptic spray delivered, and I'm like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. This thing is not going away. And so, and then after that, I was like, okay, you got to go to, you're going to have to go to urgent care, get a shot, get a liquid antibiotic. And what else did I take? Oh, then I go to emergency and they give me my prescription, check it out. They gave me some more stuff, but I thought they were going to have to stick a needle and drain it. They didn't know if it was an abscess or it was strep throat. But the stuff was working. I could have felt more better, but I had to run too many errands, taking my godson to Monster Jam. It's been a thing we do every year. So Monster Jam gonna be at the crypto. So Monster Jam is coming tomorrow. So I'll be doing that in the afternoon. Hey, I did a show. Yeah, it's much better. He wouldn't even understood me. It felt like a big potato was in my throat. He wouldn't even. I couldn't even talk, y'all. It was. I have not nothing like. I thought it was a virus. I didn't know it was all that, and I thought I was gonna have to pass. Sparks are behind the Sky. Sky's leading 49-36. Fever. How did the Fever? The Fever did all that hot shot stuff. You know what? RC, you gonna have to tell me what happened. Yeah, or it's a collectible. That's I know, RC, but if I put it in a case, like I haven't taken it because I'm not doing it right. I got to take it to my trophy guy. He's gonna show me how to hang it. Her jersey, that's signed, but it's signed on the back, and then the U.S. pink part is on the front. So if I put it in the glass case, do I put the words or I'm asking y'all, you're not even paying attention. Dang, all these games are closed. Dream and Temple, Dream up by 1 on Temple. Fever is only up on the Storm by 3. Let me see what the box score is. But anyway, jumping around because I'm about to go down and get my food and have my halftime meal. What happened, guys, with today I did a show, just a 20-minute. None of you guys came, but it wasn't supposed to be like that because I didn't want to do a recording in case you guys wanted to come. And so then check it out, hit the like, share it, put your thoughts because on the replay I can read them later. Okay, so Malanga, what she got? Ooh, Malanga getting down. She came alive. 18 points, 8 for 11, 1 for 1 from the 3, 8 rebounds. Okay, Malanga. Damn, where you at? Where you at? Awa, Eidelman, you a vet. 11 points, 5 for 8. Blah. I hope you come alive in the second half. You got 5. Milborn, 9. Decent. Really good for her. 6 for Samuelson, 2 for Dolson, 3 for Cook. I don't know what's going on with Zaya, but I thought she was going to do a little something. Billings, 10. 19, Mitchell. 19, Clark. Clark is 4 for 8. 3 for 5. And she has 6 assists. Damn, she cannot beat the turnover. 4 turnovers. Oh, you do? Okay. Hey, if you do, you can say it here, but I want you to go to that show and lay it out what your theory is. Volunteer. I want to know what your theory is. I'll be right back. He said, Volunteer, I got a theory. Not a theory, Volunteer. Not a theory. Take the headphones out. All right, I'm back. When you think about other great white women that played or are playing, they're gay. Um, that's kind of okay. Give me facts. Give me your facts on that, brother. Okay, but go ahead. I think I know where you're going, but you gotta get facts. I don't deal with speculation because not all the great players are gay. Not all the players, you know, and I don't know what you say great, but let's say in the past or present. So, and who are great? Are we defining the top 5, 15, 50? What are we doing? Like, are you feel like there's a higher percentage and so on and so forth? Because I mean, but I think where you can go is how many black women are are leading are the best in the WNBA compared to white. Why don't you stick to that? But anyway, I'm willing to hear it. Look like she's trying to do better. We're talking to refs, but they need to chill out. Alexis, shut your ass up. Everything is not a debate. That's what I want to talk about. Won't somebody tell me about why is everything got to be a debate? They act like they can't commit a foul or get a text or a flagrant. Like let the officials do their job. You just play the game. Let your coach do it. Damn, you got to hit something. About time. Okay, doing four consecutive national championships and four final most outstanding, right? That's one of the best, right? And she wasn't. Okay, Maya Moore, she's a straight woman, right? She's won several. Then she won many championships. Cynthia Cooper, um, she's won. She was MVP 3 times out of the 4 championships. She's straight. So I'm picking the top players just like you. Angel, straight. Asia, straight. 4-time MVP. So I don't know if that's got to be the whole premise. That's all I'm saying. That's why I shared that. And what you're saying is they don't get enough recognition. I don't know. I think the argument can be true, or it depends on what demographic is watching her. But I think what you're saying is a face of the league argument. And like I said, the face of the league is not the best in the league. So she can have that. You want to be face of the league? Mama, go ahead. That's not the best, right? Hmm. Right. I mean, you're saying they're not as popular based on what, right. Okay. I think they're not as popular among conservative, hard wing Republicans or what is it, mid America? What is it called? Middle West people? You know what's gonna stress Clark out if you look at her. She don't even look like she's having fun. She's out here trying to prove something. And I don't know who she's trying to prove it to. Hopefully she's trying to prove it to herself and that she's just competing. And if she's trying to prove that she is the hype that they say she is, she better stop doing that because you'll never live up to anything that anybody tries to put on you. That's not why you play the game. Mm. No, but you're right. I mean, you're right in a sense. That's I mean, that's not a theory. That's the I mean, it could be considered a theory, but that's what um it's a multi-factor of things that have made this all a mess. I don't think the Storm are gonna allow this game to die away. Why are all these games all at the same damn time? Let me go see what the Dream are doing. How can I get to that game? Third quarter, Dream 56, 51. Let's see what Bri Jones is doing since he returned. 4 points, 1 for 3, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Oka, dang, Oka didn't see, but nothing but 3 minutes. Howard, 18 minutes, 4 points. Wow. Jordan's hot, 20 minutes. No, she's not. 9 points, 14 for Gray, 13 for Reese, 12 for Hillman came alive. This is like a Hillman game. I believe if CC was gay, she wouldn't get that recognition. Oh, wow. But as much as she did, probably not. Probably not. Isn't that crazy? That's why people were trying to tell them to keep your sex life quiet because, especially back in the day, this wasn't even it wasn't even it just became allow people to be whoever they are around the time when Britney came along. People like Sue Bird and Diana, we didn't know for a long time. This is Sue Bird. Because they were trying to make Sue. Kelsey even admitted it. They tried to make her into a CC. She didn't want it. Damn, she walked. Am I just imagining things? Is anybody watching the game? Didn't Sophie just walk? Ooh, damn. All right. Kelsey, boom. She's getting so much lip off her shot that because seriously, Brianna has done so much. She should be treated as a C. I think it was just the right storm. Okay, Chill, because Brianna was hot and you couldn't deny it. And then she came into the league. She was the it girl. I mean, she came in hooping. She couldn't be stopped. So I don't know. I think that it was just the right firestorm with the Angel Reese thing. Brianna didn't have a villain. I think that was the story. Okay, there you go. There you go. Now what happened to the big baby? She got hit in the stomach? Let's go. I think the girl got ovary problems because she's always bending over. She need a medical exam. And it's I know that area, but I'm trying to figure it out. It's like if you touch her stomach area, she's always grabbing that. Yeah, around her junior year. Her junior year. And she's closing on a record. But what her fans were saying is that she was popular in Midwest, but that's just not a large. It's not a large. It's just not large like California or Texas. in New York, Florida. So, and it wasn't the SEC. She wasn't playing. Wasn't playing them in non-conference. Dino wasn't messing with her. Don didn't mess with no Iowa. We didn't hear about them until tournament time. You just see that they did a chart. The data chart. I always look at stuff like that. And the data chart showed that the upward tick in the trend came one with South Carolina, them winning, and then finally, when she was building quite low minimum, 20%, 30%, and then to be South Carolina, she still didn't skyrocket. She doesn't skyrocket until the Angel thing. Uh-oh. What are you doing, Boozy? And then she would win. And she didn't win the Big Ten her freshman year conference. You know who won? Angel and Brendan Freeze and Diamond Miller and Cheyenne Sellers. Bougie. It was Angel that stopped her from winning that. I think you can even catch that game on YouTube. They don't talk about AAU takeover, team takeover. Angels on that. AAU kicking her ass. Can't win. So I think they were just the two biggest, NIL, the whole era of NIL, two biggest coming out of that. That was weird. All these great ball players came to seize your face. Something more than should be to that. Totally 1,000 agree. That's what we're saying. But you know what? You know what? If you really want to know, I did my own take in some ways, but I am encouraging you to go watch the Collision Show. They spell it out so perfectly, and they're just political. They can politicize anything. They can look at it and extrapolate the political angles. Ooh, Jordan, that's a charge. Please don't. Oh God, get your ass up. Please don't, Sophie. Don't play around like that. That's not funny. We're not gonna do all of that. Don't do all of that. You see what Sophie know? Sophie know that shit's a joke. She knows. She knows. She's like, let me try to. And they were like, come on, stop playing, Steph, because they know that's the CC shit, and they know that bullshit that's her. She's just full of shit. And she don't get. You know what I don't like about that? She doesn't give a damn about the league to the point where you see it's tearing us apart. It's causing division, and you playing with the narratives by falling out and falling around and rolling like you got shot. You're playing with the narrative. It's not a time to do that because it's dangerous. You get some old freaky man out here um, taking this shit serious, some little hillbilly, whoever, crazy lunatic person wanting to go and try to kill a ball player. Over some mess like this because they think they're doing right by whoever. Good game. Good game. Good game, Ball and Chill. Great points, Ball and Chill. Everything I said is a multi-factor thing. You're naming it all. But if you can't go that far back into time, you should watch Collision Show and what they're saying. It's not that long. You will get it. You a total kid. Trust see the fever. You want to be in the playoffs and you want to take it there, right? You want to go. You want to be considered having the best player, having the best two best players, hell, three best players. You can't be this close to teams like Seattle. But in fairness, they don't have Boston, which I thought was a funny thing time not to have her when you got like bigs like Dom, and they're not even playing like Dom or they're using their smaller, quicker team, but they're not playing like Dom and Ezzy at the same time. But they got Awa. Come on, Samuelson. Look at Samuelson. Is that the Samuelson that played for UConn? Oh, yeah, I thought Sophie could get a rebound. She kind of soft. She's scared. Okay, Atlanta's pulling away, 71-59. They got their little act together. Canada scored. Howard's still kind of weird. 3 for 10 and over six. She need to sit down. Seattle took taking the lead by 6. She had injuries that messed her career up. She had injuries that messed her. Who? Who? Oh, Katie. Yeah. I know her and her sister. Yeah, they were like sharpshooters. I haven't thrown them away yet. One just had a baby. She had a child that slowed her up. But I think you're right. Katie was the injured one. Look at Jada. See, y'all wanted Jade Milburn out of what do you call it, Washington, and she was actually not bad. Mitch was not happy with her. She didn't like that those shots ain't far. I don't know why the shots they're good shots. She not doing bad unless there's something else in the rhythm of things that she's not feeling. Sparks, come on, Sparks. You're down by 8. What's Ray Burrell doing? Ray Burrell has found herself. She finally putting together what I always knew she could do. But I know what they're gonna do. She's a valuable piece that they can trade to give Juju and Cam. You know, like I can see Ray playing on a couple of teams I had in mind for her, but I don't want to lose her. But she got to give up Juju's number though. You see me ball and chill playing GM over here. I'm just talking. RC, where you at? Where's MDT? MDT. Where is my boy MDT? I'm so sorry. I've been my mind. I'm still on my medication, and I mean real meds. Where's MDT at? I have to tell her where I've been. Does he? Do I have his email? I haven't seen my boy MDT. I'm not gonna remember what his number. If it doesn't start off with MDT, I don't think I'm gonna remember what MDT. I'm not gonna remember. Dang it. I remember his name. Now I don't. MDT, if you're listening, come join. Come join. Don't be shy. Which I know you're not. Yep, they back up. Sky back up to 10. Dang. Wait, that's what I went to go look at, and I stopped at looking at the dream, getting it together. Okay, okay. No, 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 no. It's 69, 62. Come on, Sparkies. Come on, Sparky. You know I got to cheer for my hometown. When is Plum? You're not never coming back. God, oh, bro, what are you doing? 16 for Gumake, 15 for Hamdi, Erica Wheeler, 10, Atkins 4. Atkins, come on. 1 for 6, 0 for 3, bro. 7 for Burrell, this time for her to get it up. 2 for 4, 0 for 1. How many boards? She got 5 assists. Okay, okay. Okay, little mama. Cam back, my girl. I don't know about her being the second round pick because that's what she was supposed to be. When she was when she really played, she could play. Dang, she found why I wish Fly would have like showed. See, when you're a real hooper, you don't even be noticing nobody's hitting you unless you just completely like take me off, then that's the only way I know. Like other than that, like Fly got hit in the face. If that was Clark, she felt everything. How do you pay attention to all that? Do you know what I mean, guys? Anybody play basketball here? For real, for real. I just don't know how you can pay attention to. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! See, look at that. How do you know you got hit, and that they would even call that? How did you like not protect the middle of the court, like right there, Milburn? Okay, and you didn't see that coming. I want to let her if she want to pass it out. You don't give up a layup. Let her pass it out for somebody to shoot. And she don't even look like she don't even look like I can't wait till the college girls get here because that's some bullshit. It really is. That is some weak ass recovery defense. Right now, Coach Samana, whatever her name is, she needs to call a timeout because she's not recognizing that their team's tired, and she just all she need to do is make some substitutions. Not I wouldn't call it timeout, but she got to make some substitutions. They're not recovering on defense. Looks like she brought in Zaya. No, no, no. She wasn't gonna go, Dom. I saw it too, and I knew she wasn't gonna full out blast like she normally. She should have. That's not your fault, Dom. She should have. She should have took her play. She should have ran right off her player. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Come on, kiddos. Like, does anybody understand how to recover on defense? Like, what are you doing? Like, go. See, that's what you should have made Clark do. Little hezzy, foul. Clark, shut up. You know you fouled her, weirdo. Sydney Taylor is destroying the Sparks. There's nobody to guard her. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care, Ball and Show. I don't care. Sydney Taylor is the truth, and he can say what you need. Not that. These games really be like putting a hurting on ball and show. $92.86. Come on, Storm, keep it up. The Storm looks so different. I'm so used to super. I'm so used to like so many different Storm. This is like a totally. It was bound to happen sooner or later. This is a totally different Storm team. I hate when players look around and the coach doesn't reassure them. Like it's like I hate when they're like, "Wait, what?" I mean, say something. Yeah, you did it, so you can just focus. 620, 6 to 20 is, I don't know, 6 for 20. Who's 6 for 20? Boom. Dom. When she first started, she would make some ill-advised outlets. Ooh, nice shot, Dom. Played through that, baby. Getting better. Look at this. Watch how she gets screened. And thank you, Jordan. Stay back. Stay back. Boom. Ooh. No, that. No. That hit off a fever team player, didn't it? Like when she gets screened. Oh, the record. Well, look, no. Why would you say that when old girl had a concussion for months and then Ezzy was just got back, Jordan was out. Come on. I wanted to start the season until what? So 6 for 20 makes sense. But it's not their true potential. Did you forget? Hell, they should be 2 for 12. Wow. Oh, that looked like that was in. Let's talk. I was gonna throw in a little SC talk. So USC, Judy Watkins' birthday was July 15th. She celebrated with her teammates, family. Um, I don't know what you want to call him, friend Jaden Daniels. He was there, and they had a fantastic time, and that was great. That was great. Um, but I did just see something on X I wanted to share. And, as you know, Jazzy Davidson is from Clackamas, Oregon, and because she's from there, and because Sabrina Ionescu played for Oregon, she obviously went to college and so on and so forth. She's known Jazzy since she was a little girl, and Jazzy wears a lot of her shoes. Jazzy, no, as long as it's for Nike, I don't care. Actually, I really like Ionescu shoes. I would probably sport them on a casual tip. Not sure I could play in them, but they look playable. Honestly, even though she's not even like my favorite player, like top player, I don't have no say. She's not for any other reason. She's just not. But cool, you know. But I'll give her. I will say this: her shoes, I really dig. And Jazzy wears a lot of them. And there was an article I just saw just now. I just want to share this. Oh, we got a little downtime. So this is what she said in the article. Let's see if I can make it bigger for you, but I'll read it. Can't see it. Hold on. Who would wear? So if you could have any player wear a play in your shoe, who would it be? So Sabrina says, I think I would pick a young player. Like I love Jazzy Davidson. She's been wearing a lot of my shoes. She's at the University of Southern California, but she's an Oregon kid as well. So I feel like that's always been fun. I've known her for a really young age, for when she was young, but I think she's the future. So it's really exciting to see how she continues to evolve in her career, and I hope she wears them. I love that. I love that, guys. I did. I love that because Jazzy, and her, she's invited her to be in her commercial. She's had a little segment, you know, showing her with the shoes, and they seem to fit her feet really well. I think that's what's most important. I don't really like. I can really love a shoe, the way it looks and everything, but I've always been the type like if it doesn't, ow, if it doesn't fit my foot well and I can't play in it well, I don't care who the shoe is made by. I just cannot support it. Oh, Jay, you got to knock that down. I'm telling you, Ball and Shield, these short guards they're about to be good defense. They're about to be extinct. You're gonna have to have some hella strength, height, speed, ability, or something. Because guards are that are succeeding 6 foot and above. 6 feet and above. This short guard stuff is not. I mean, I thought it was gonna be extinct. Um, when I thought I was gonna be when I wanted to play. Oh, I saw that coming out of her head. I hate getting trapped in a corner like that. That's the worst place to run to. I knew she was gonna spin out of that foul with her body. The reason she did that is because she ran instead of bending down, keeping her body away from her. I've been saying that small ball is done. But the crazy part, Ball and Chill, we're saying small ball in the sense that height, but the next 2 years is a season of guards. The 27 and 28 class, that's the year of the guards, baby. Because it's time. Because the guards, it's kind of like in football. Being a running back, your career is not as long as say other players. It's just not. Because you're taking all the pounding on offense, and that's the same with the guards. You're taking most of the you're more ball dominant than everybody else, and the game is so physical. So if you don't take care of your body, say like the way Diana did and Sue Bird did, they did an excellent job of taking care of their body. Foul. Dang, Clark, you pushed her down. Jeez. She's trying to apologize to you, Flop. Don't do that to her. She didn't mean that. Damn. You could have really crossed some borders, but you might get a flagrant flaw. You're the one that sucked up to her was like you love Caitlin Clark. She tried to give you like she didn't mean it. Damn. If she did that, you should have stopped, I think. They didn't give her nothing but just a regular. Man, she should have fell out. See, I don't want to do that. I don't want to start tearing the game up like that. But why does one person get to do it, but no one? Good job, Heidelman. Got your feet set and everything. She got a nice little shot. Heidelman tough though. I love the way Kelsey Mitchell cuts. I just think she's such a smart ball player. She's so old school. She's in between old school and new school. And then she's just kind of like at the prime where they think that's like her old age, but she's just a player that uh she's played so long. She was trained and coached up by her dad and her, same coach for years, trainer. And she's got that game where she's about speed. She's all about speed. She don't play above the rim, none of that. But that game is still working for her. Yeah, see, you've been a fan since college. You know how many people I saw this numbskull on X have not a clue because what he said would have never come out of his mouth. What is Kelsey Mitchell done? Who even knew her? Who even knew her until Clark came? I was like, you didn't know who she was. You didn't know. Without her record, there would be no record to break by Plum breaking hers and Clark. That's a dishonor to the game to not know in the modern NCAA era outside of AIW is you didn't know that Kelsey Mitchell had this record. And somebody before her had it, but I'm just going to start with Kelsey. Then it was Kelsey Plum had to break this record. Then it became Kate Clark. Like, you don't know this history. What makes it a big deal that Clark did what she did unless you know the history? But you want to know why people forget? Here's my theory. People forget who you are because you don't win a championship. But even when you do win a championship, how many know who Ruth Riley is? I always talk about Ruth Riley. You don't even have a clue who I'm talking about because we think that Notre Dame was just full of guards. Ruth Riley is of Notre Dame. What up, Nicholas? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Catch my show earlier. And I'm taking you to a YouTube channel that I had caught on a whim today. And they were talking about politics and the WNBA. Just somebody who doesn't, a panel of men who get it. And they're not even like, they don't have any dog in the fight. They were just examining the politics of it, and they nailed it in my estimation. And they're actually pointing in questions because one of my pet peeves is when I hear people that I used to admire when I was a child, because this is my representation. I didn't see a lot of us. So I had only Carol Blazejowski, Nancy Lieberman, Ann Donovan, and Ann Myers. Before I didn't know who Lucia Harris was, but then she didn't play anymore. She was the first woman black woman really to try for the NBA. She was the only one I really thought could probably play in the WNBA. The NBA, to be honest with you. Look her up, Lucia Harris. And I say that to say, Nancy Lieberman was and then she was from New York. She was real tough hearted, but she was just like a real defensive minded, she could score, she could, whatever. But she had a real ground game, basic to me. And then Cheryl Miller came along. And Cheryl was just me and her in the same grade. So we thought of her the same way. Like, it would have been hard for me to think, oh, if I was Cheryl Miller, look who I'm better than my idol. You know what I mean? But she was, because she brought a whole different game to the game that had always been there in the streets. There were girls that played like Cheryl Miller. Don't get it twisted. Cheryl was the only one that stayed in school, could go to school, and thank God she came from a 2-parent home, military minded. She was blessed because it takes a lot of luck. It takes a lot of where you live, where you're raised. But there's girls in the street all the time to play like that was athletic like her, but just didn't have smarts to go to USC and things like that, right? Ooh, nice block. Oh, you dribbling off your freaking foot, Jade. God, dog, Goofy, slow down. Yeah, I know you feel bad. You should. Anyway, and so basically I was just saying, like, there were other players, right, that were as good, and I always name one all the time that I felt like was as good as Cheryl. But Cheryl just had that, that she didn't get hurt until it was, at the end of her career. But Tina Hutchinson, and that was a record that Juju had to break. because the 80s was just very special. It was very special in my era, very much special in my era of track and field. I came in at a beautiful time to even be considered like in the top 20 of this field, 30 and track or 10 and, 5 and 10 and the 80s, probably a little higher in Northern California. It was just an amazing time. Okay. Of athletes that and you can tell because of all this. Look at Cooper. If Cooper would have like myself for sure, if the league had been something that we could strive for out of college, yeah, those are all those players I played with. They would have been in there and not got there when they're old. But she pushed Jade way off. They ain't gonna call that. See, that's the way old girl needs to play. In order to justify, but we never said she wasn't good. Don't get it twisted. I just said she's not the best. She would have to do this kind of game consistently without taking breaks, talking about her back hurt, she's injured, and she's load managing. You can't do that. You gotta play the game, back. Like that's the thing. We didn't load manage. We played banged up and everything. Ever since the Willis Reed incident, him coming out with a twisted ankle and, Jordan throwing up. And that's just the way you play. You didn't like baby yourself the way they did. And it was smart to take care of your mental, to take care of your body and everything like that. And that stuff came along later. Okay, now you have to stop shooting that because you got Flage in there boarding. Good job. See, this is where we got to use our athleticism. If you're gonna be Flage's height, Jade's height, Heideman's height, you got to get in there and board. Damn. Yo, help! You didn't see that? Oh, she got a slow reaction. You got a slow reaction. Why they got so many Gamecocks on the fever? That's weird. You better keep pushing. They're tired. Storm, you got to keep coming at them. Use your athleticism. Jay, why are you getting caught on the screen so much? Dude. She's trying her hardest. You got the wrong person on her. Yeah, she shoved you off. We saw it, Jade. She tired. She got to come out because she got no stamina. But she's having a great game, an excellent game. But this is what I want to see, Ball and Chill, Nicholas. How does she come back after a game like this? I don't know that she can consistently play back-to-back games like this because she's just extremely tired. That's all. Okay. This is the young lady that we need to see at all times. But I don't know anybody that has never said that she's trash. Her attitude is trash. 84-74 Sky. 3 minutes left. 1 minute and 11 left. Tied up for the Storm and the Fever. Dream. 88-80. Okay. And then 7 o'clock today, you got the Sun and the Mercury. Oh, God. I don't know if I'm going to be up here for that. I take my medicine and go lay down, bro. I miss you guys, though. I miss you guys. I'm losing my peeps. My peeps haven't even come through. I haven't got a chance. I tell you I had tonsillitis. That's what you missed, Ball and Chill. I couldn't talk at all. And I definitely wouldn't have been able to, I wasn't able to sit up like this. Excuse me. Oh, you missed, and then you missed this, Nicholas. I got my play for K, Ken for K, cancer awareness jersey that I told you I won. I told you I wasn't lying. And they sent me some extra t-shirts, USC, and a card signed by Kate, my girl Ken Dog, and Beth Burns. Coach B. Kaylin hooping tonight. She hooping. And you notice she played better. Her back looked better on that shot, way better. They must have gave her a shot. She gonna feel it later. She needs to stay calm. She needs to stop running her mouth. She play a lot better. Without the show me state. 10 for 17, 5 for 9, 10 assists. That's an excellent game. I hope she can do that against like a top team. I think she needs to change her mindset. Like, because for some reason in her mind, this is a team that she feels like she can dominate. So she just got to have that same mindset for the Aces to Lynx, New York, or the Dream, the Dallas Wings, teams like that. You need to just whether it's true or not, just tell yourself, put it in your head that you're the best guard out here, and then you go proceed as if like, yeah, I know I could take Jade, or I know I could, like, that's who's on her, right? She ain't face Side Cook. She didn't face. There's nobody else really to guard her, and their team, Heidelman's not guarding her, right? So when she goes to face Sabrina Ionescu or whoever it is, that's Paula Estier from New York, or Jordan Canada for the Dream, Olivia Miles for, when you go to play these guys, just put it in your mindset that you are the best, and play that way. Don't shy away from it. Don't come up with an excuse pre-game so we can, well, this is why I didn't play well. Just play your game. Yeah, I've been checking for the lives. Oh, you had? Yeah, I was sick. I missed one earlier. Yeah, I laid that out so you can go back and watch it. It's not very long. She just be in her head. She be in her head. She misses a lot of shots. She gets so pissed at herself. She gotta learn to play. Just play the game. Yeah, why are you getting it? Good steal, Flajay. You should have been doing that all damn. Oh, Flajay. Okay, that went off you, dog. That's why you gotta stay on your feet, cuz just because she grabbed you, you didn't have to do all of that. Somebody steal the ball, you gotta jump back, make sure shit don't hit you. I mean, that's athleticism. That's just at its best. You got to be aware at all times. Get in front of her, Flajay. Get in front. Just don't. Yes! Yes, Flajay. Yeah, this is what we wanted from you that day in college. And Moki never tried you. Doc, don't foul her. Oh, that's okay. And she talking shit on you, Flajay. And she talking shit. She getting out of, look at him. Look at her. Look at her. She thinks she's shit. Oh man, I can't wait. Oh my gosh, she thinks oh my goodness. And this is all sports talk that I'm giving you right now. That's just how it is. When somebody want to talk shit on me like that, I'm getting your ass back. She right here is where she should have stopped and then did a Euro from behind. Oh, she did kind of grab her arm. I see what she's upset about. And that's because she didn't move it around. She should have moved that around. See right there, she should have stopped, let her blow. And if she didn't blow by, then you step around her and boom, you got her all day. You don't know that ain't. Or even Flajay, even your little spin move. That's because Flajay has no left. She was scared to go that way. She'll learn. She'll learn. This is her first year in the dub. She learned when she get that breakaway. She's a lot older than her. She'll learn. Don't take another three, Dom. Please go to the basket. Too hard. Too hard, Dom. Move! Damn, that's a foul. I would have fouled her right back just like that. You fouled her first. Dom, come on, bruh. You're not a baby no more. You got to grow up fast. Come on, bruh. What are you doing? Doing too much, Bougie. What's the Tom Brady attitude? What's the Tom Brady attitude? They are fouling the Storm. I ain't gonna lie about that. I'm so glad they got the call because I seen it. Come on, Jordan. You look like you just woke up. Walking out there. What are we doing? She has the ball in her hand. You can't do that. You cannot do that. Whatever you just did and she already got the ball in her hand, coach, you cannot do that. I don't even got the sound up and I know you can't do that. Once I got that, you cannot stop her. You letting them play mind games on you. See, that's the kind of stuff that, yeah, jump ball, call it. Why are you trying to look at her? Calm down. You cannot do that. She had the ball in her hand. Bad, 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 ref. She had the ball, coach. No, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. Y'all missed that. She had the ball in her hand. You cannot just admit you fucked up. Just admit you fucked up. Don't make an excuse. You cannot do that. Right, exactly, Ball Chill. Exactly. You cannot do that. Now, Caitlin would have went to court. She would have taken her people would have went to the Supreme Court over that because that can decide that helped that messed up her whole momentum. You cannot do that. I see crazy stuff like that, and then you don't want to. And there's no way you're gonna. I need to call my official friends because this is bull crap. That's why the ball don't lie. You missed. Don't shoot that, Dom. Okay, slow down, slow down, slow down. Dom, don't shoot the three. It is me. Oh, I thought you were gonna miss that. See that extra point that they got? I was hoping it would be tied 105 to 105. Now they can dribble this out. And then what's her name? Take another three. Because she wants to prove a point. Watch her dribble it out. They save her screen and she'll get a shot off. And it'll probably leave them 0.2 or 2.3 seconds or something like that. Unless she can really get away with them fouling, somebody getting a foul. But that whole incident with Heidelman, because she would have made her free throw. Second thing, whatever just happened, and Billings got that shot off. That's what made it that uneven score. I don't think she's out. This is a timeout. What are you ahead of me or something? Are you ahead of me? Oh, she was out before the time. You know why she was out before the time? Oh, chill, you clouded. They still gotta protect her. Because she's the weakest link on defense. See, this is where Flage, this is why Flage went as low as she does, because she doesn't have that one-on-one. Nobody's intimidated by her. They know the way she sets herself up to dribble, they automatically know what side to get her on, and then she allows them to. So she stays to the right. And I'm surprised they don't push her into somebody. And then she's trying to, learn all bent over how to crisscross, crisscross, and it's like applesauce. Who wants to take the three? Nobody? Fowler. Slow down. So 3.5. I thought it'd be like 2.3. That's still kind of a hard. I don't know if you have a reset time or time. That's gonna be hard to get that another three ball. What Dom did with getting the two help, but you they put Katie in there to shoot the three, y'all, but she not anywhere to be found. She doesn't know how to get open so that they can get it to her to take a three. The old Katie Samuelson would have knocked that shit down. Timeout. Take it out. Heidemann can hit it. She tired. If they could have taken that to overtime, you might have had a chance because they tired. Yeah, they just giving her plays. All right, enough of this game. That's gonna make all the talking points. All the see, this is what she is. We didn't ever say the girl not gonna have a great game against somebody, but they going crazy like you just won. This is what I don't like. Act like you've been here. You beating a six. What did you say they are, Balachill? You beat a 6-20 team, dog. Get over yourselves. But whatever makes these little country bumpkins happy. Yeah. Now you gotta hear Karen Clark crap all week. We'll see when the next time they play. Hey, when's the All Star game? I should know that. I should be telling you. Huh? For all the latest news, let's see. I want to say the 25th. She becomes the first player in WNBA history with 40, 10, and 45, 10 assists for Fever, 110, 107, Mitchell 30, Malunga 28, 14, 16. Okay, that's nice. There you go. It ain't over till it's over. That still don't justify shit. This shows their potential, but does it really show their potential? I mean, what does this really tell us? What does that's my question. What does this tell us about the Fever team? If is the league on notice now, or I guess Seattle? Like, what does that really tell us? That's what I want to know. Somebody tell me. I'm asking you, Hunter Cruz. I'm on X. I'm asking you, what does that really tell us right now? Is this something people should be feared? Oh, Melvin, the 1-3 she made earlier in the fourth, she was pushing off so much. I had to get that three. She did. And you talk about the one against Jade Melvin. I know. It was so, but she tried to keep it here and then do it. I saw how she did it. And she thinks she's safe because it was like, well, I was here. But I'm like, you're still releasing too much. And you did it. So you almost caught the kid above the neck, you know? And it was bad. It was that 1-3 was just bad. And Jade, there was nothing Jade could do. The only way that Jade could have been safe is for the refs to pull that up, you know. And then she shoved Flau'jae out of bounds. She knew she did it. She apologized because it was just a reflex because she played dirty like that. She can't help it. And Flau and her, you know, Flau looks up to her, but Flau's feelings for her. But that's why, like, that's why you should stop trying to be friends with these people. Why are you friends with her? Not everybody can have an Asia Stewie relationship. It ain't meant to be that way. It's just not. Who does that? You know, proximity to her is not going to be success of you. It's just the opposite. She has the polar opposite effect. You can only be close to her unless you're her competition. That's how your name is going to be recognized. Be recognized for something other than that. Be recognized. You're going to be recognized well. Well, Jay, you're the one that kept picking her all game, but you couldn't turn it over into a score all the time. And you know she was trying to stop you, and all she could do is just push you out of bounds. Wait, let me go to. Sky got him. Sky got him. 96-82. Thanks for stopping by, Melvin. Hit that like button. Dream. 52 seconds left. 106-90. They better have won that. Next game up is Temple and oh no, Nair Sabli was helped to the locker room. Oh gosh, not again. Some of these people are just too injury prone. The best guards in the league, Olivia Miles, 22, averages 22 points to Paige Becker's 23.6. Points per game, 5.5. Points per game, 7.4. Assists per game, 2.75. Paige with 4.1. Assists to turnover ratio, 45.2%. For Olivia, 52.4. Field goal percentage, 43 for Miles, 33 for, wow. Field goal percentage, 3-point percentage is higher than Paige. Okay. Yeah, Paige is a midi monster. Okay, 43.5. So this trio, yeah. And then Clark, well, see, this is where it's starting to catch up to her missed games. 11, 5, 1, 2, 5, 35 points. Oh, she was shooting terrible for 3 point, 15.7. Yeah, it finally caught up to her. She was going to have to start playing second part of the season. 1-3, who said that? So much to get. Okay. Next Saturday, that's their next game. They need a rest. They look beat down. She conveniently said, oh, that's the All-Star game, the 25th. Okay, I had it right. I didn't know if that was a Friday or Saturday. All righty then, guys. That was some good stuff, y'all. I had a blast with you up here. Let me see what comes on tomorrow. I told you I'll be in LA. I'll be at the Monster Jam. Let's see what we got for Saturday's game. What? Okay. Mystics and Valks. Oh, that should be good. The Valks. I keep forgetting. I was naming the top teams off the top of my head earlier, guys, and I left out my bet. See, I knew when Natalie And the organization, and I was watching their press conferences and everything, and they gave her a beautiful facility right off the bat. I was like, and he's like, here it is. I need you to win within 5 years. And we did it with the Monarchs, Sacramento. 5 years, right? They are on track. And I think I say it all the time. If Caleb Thornton had not thrown the chemistry off by getting hurt, the Valks would have proceeded. It may not have been the Aces, at that point. Because the Aces was barely scraping by the Fever. The Fever gave them a run for their money. So this year, I think the Valks are in third. And I keep forgetting, I named the Wings, I named New York, which I didn't want to name because I don't see them anywhere up there. Them and the Dream are like 6, 7 in my mind. And then you had the Lynx and you had, what did I say? I forgot the Valks. I forgot the Valks when I said all that. And that's who was missing. I forgot the Valks. Let me see the standings if I can find them. Ready, Milk It? See, every time I'm about to leave, you come in here. You got to go back and rewind. I had all kind of little updated stories and new things that have happened to me. I've been sick, so I haven't been around, but I'm glad you stopped by. But because I've been sick, I have to go take my medication now and lay down because my voice is starting to go. I have tonsillitis. And I don't want to push it because I'm trying to get better. You guys, what was I saying? We're trying to look at the standings. How do I find the standings? Oh, I need to go to my app. Let me see if I can do it this way. Okay, I can do it this way. Okay, I had it right. Oh my gosh, I did have it right. I left Vegas off too. All right, wait. Thank you, Melvin. Wait, let me go over the standings first. Okay, Melvin, and ready? Okay. So league-wise, I'm gonna see if you guys knew this. Minnesota's 1, Golden State is 2, Vegas is 3, 4 is Dallas, 5 is Indiana, ATL 6, New York 7, and my Mystics 8. Below that is Portland, Toronto, LA, Chicago, Phoenix, Connecticut, Seattle. They was the last place team was just took them to the wire, but of course they didn't have Boston. But the top 8 teams: Minnesota, Golden State, Las Vegas, Dallas, Indiana, Atlanta, New York, and Washington. I love it. Okay, let's talk about conference. In the East Conference, there's Dream and Indiana, New York, Washington is 4th, Toronto, Chicago, and Connecticut. On the west side is Minnesota, the Valks, Vegas, Wings, Portland, LA, Phoenix. So what's what I thought about. So Minnesota, Golden State, Vegas, and Dallas. Okay, that's the west. East, Atlanta, Indiana, New York, Washington. How does New York differ? Okay. So it looks like Angel Reese and them are in the Bear Beauty. Bear Beauty, I have tonsillitis. I gotta shut it down. I miss you. I sent you a message and everything. We gotta catch up, man. You gotta catch up. You gotta skip through some of my show, see what I've been talking about lately, Bear Beauty. I miss you. You gotta come up here soon. Okay, sometime this weekend, can you come up, Bear Beauty? I heard you say your throat in the beginning of the stream. I hear you talking about a show. I did, yeah. I got my jersey, my cancer jersey, Bear Beauty, signed by Kennedy. And the team, I see Juju's signature. I see the team's signature. This is what it looks like. And then they gave me some extra shirts, signed my card, Coach Burns, and Kennedy signed my card back there. So I'm happy. I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to see her when I get to Vegas. Yeah, I was so happy for really. She told me what happened. They apologized. They got lost. They got behind some other boxes. She said, we thought we sent it. I said, hey, don't even worry about it. Like, I was gonna see you anyway. I was gonna see you anyway. I knew, I know I would. And it was signed. So, oh, thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you. Shout out, Ready Milk. I know I missed you. I have not heard from y'all. Where's my sound at? Hold on. Where's my sound at? $9.99 super chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, you paid for a quarter of my dinner tonight. I had not eaten Ready at Bare Beauty for 3 days. I could not swallow. I didn't know. I did all the home remedies until I was like up in the middle of the night trying to like spray. I tried everything. Usually it goes away, and it wasn't going away, and it was just kept getting. I got scared. I was like, okay, I gotta go to urgent care. And then when she said, okay, you gotta go to ER, we're gonna give you a shot, steroid shot, and what is it? Liquid antibiotic, and then they may have to stick you and drain if it's an abscess. So he said it wasn't, but I am extremely swollen, and yeah, and I was just feeling so bad, guys. I was not myself. I was like, my energy was gone. I didn't feel like doing anything. I missed you guys. I want to come up and talk, but I couldn't. But I am going to take care of myself. And I miss you, baby. You'll come to hopefully, because I know the field that you're in, same as me, and I know how those days can be. So I hope everything's good with the fam, good with all you guys. I hope all of you guys' family is good. And I thank you for the $9.99. I appreciate it. That is bomb, $10. Woo, woo, woo. Anything to contribute to this channel is to help me keep the stream going is wonderful. I'm trying to step up my game and do more things, but I wanted to touch on a topic because I just came across a show called The Collision Show. I didn't feel like they had any bias against Clark or anything like that, but the way they explained it, I couldn't have done it any better than they did. And I wanted you guys to go to the segment of this show today that I took it from. And then they were talking about Nancy Lieberman, a little, and some of the things. My thing is, from the field that we're in, Bare Beauty, how do you claim a group of anybody is jealous and you don't have any evidence towards that? Oh, you took a vacation. Thank you, Isaiah. I appreciate that. I am going to feel better as soon as, but I don't want to go. I want to stay up and watch the next one with you, but I don't want to push it because I promised kids I'm going to take them somewhere, and I gotta do it. They're too excited. I have to do it. Oh yeah, Beauty, we got to talk about that because I got to see what your team was up to so I can talk about my team. Okay, thank you, Ready. Thank you, Isaiah. Thank you, Beauty. You went to a vacation. Nah, I gotta be ready in my right mind to be taking a trip like that. I just haven't had that kind of, after everything I've been through, I'm still decompressing, but I'm getting closer to imagining myself. I can do it. I can afford to go, but I have to set up everything like bougie. I don't trust anybody with her, but I'm gonna go check out this pet hotel and see if she would actually be okay. I don't trust nobody. True, those people are crazy. Yeah, tune out what they say, and that's at this. I know that's the best way, but it was just so loud, Bare Beauty. It was just so loud, and the craziness. Like, she had her meds today. I think whatever sports psychologist got to her today, it's like, girl, you gonna play much better. Like that, like let your game. If you that good, if you her, play your game. Quit arguing. Like I would be embarrassed if 11 hard right-wing Republicans are writing this crap on my behalf. And what did I hear? Stephen A. asking the president to step, dude. And I think the president stepped in and got something changed in the World Cup. So what were you going to do? You're going to arrest anybody that touches the girl in basketball? Nobody is targeting her, Stephen A. Nancy, Candace, well, I think there might be. And Candace, your proximity to you having friends in the WNBA, you ain't going to have shit. You keep doing that. And if they are talking shit, they're talking shit about basketball. Ain't nobody trying to throw no hard nothing towards her. She just shoved Flajay in the back. She just gave Jay Milburn a push-up so high up it almost reached the threshold. She's playing the same way, if not dishing out the same shit that, quote unquote, you say she's getting. Nobody's going after that girl on purpose, other than, like, I want to play some hard defense on her, or else she's going to get loose. If we don't do something, I mean, guarding wise, not harming wise. I'm just talking about straight basketball. That's anybody that has a pretty decent shot, 30, they can shoot 30% or above. You got to guard them. And if they have the ball all the time, they're the ball dominant, you really have to guard them. So what the hell? Can I register my dog as yeah, I think, yeah. People have said that. They've said that. But Bear Beauty, if I were to want to go out of the country and I can register her that way, is there some sort of custom she got to go through, or shots, or she can't come home with me at the same time? Let me know. This basketball contact sport. Yeah, Bear Beauty. Yeah, it was. It was a good game against the last place team in the league. It's like, get your Bear Beauty. You ain't been gone that long, because you're saying that you right on point. Oh, thank you, Bear Beauty. Let me know, because I can't be leaving that dog with these people. I'm going to South Carolina, and I might want to. Oh shoot, I'm tearing up room with somebody that may not like dogs. I better not do that. Okay, but anyway, send it to me. Send it to me, and you know how to reach me on my DM, okay? Chicago, where you been? Yes, and we got to do a little thing. We got to do some college. You and I got to do get our notes together about college games, okay? Oh, when you was in the game, you nailed it. Then didn't it look like get your weight up? She looked like she had mononucleosis or something. Like every time, I'm like, girl, she pale. She got mono. Like, are you sick? Like, why are you like? You look like you're playing with men, stronger men. Like every time someone touches you, flying. Like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, I know how it is. Like when you do got to settle down and you come back to the room, you got to watch something. I get it. You're chilling, but you had fun. I hope so. That's all that matters. Okay, yeah. Get your notes together. We got to talk about when we want to talk a little bit, because I'll throw that in too. I'll throw some stuff in about talking about college, but Chicago, I need Chicago to be ready, because you guys are LSU. I want to hear, how's LSU doing? You hear the latest news about Maddie McDaniels from the Gamecocks stepping away from the Gamecocks to get her mental health together, which I really admire that, because in our day, it wasn't done enough. It wasn't done enough. And so I lost a lot of friends that just flat out just quit. And, my coach was advanced, and we had a sports psychologist, and we did affirmations and visualizations, and we kept a journal. So shout out to Coach Leslie Milky of Cal State Northridge, in early 80s, doing water aerobics. We were ahead of ourselves. And the furthest I went was Sweet 16 in Division 2. So I think we could have gone further. But I'll tell you what, she cared about us enough to put something in place like that. Because for me, I stopped for a year. I was a two-sport athlete anyway, so, I wasn't no quitter, not like that. But it was a mental thing. And it could be pressures. It doesn't necessarily have to be basketball. It could be the outside pressures or external factors, or internal, or inside your team, or what expectations are or too much for you, or being in a small town like they are in the Gamecock, South Carolina, everyone in town knows you can't go anywhere. Probably can't go to the grocery store without being known, and they know their team so well, and they're behind Dawn so much, and whatever is expected of her, it's a lot. But I never thought she was going to do it all by herself. I think it was going to be a collective. But anyway, that person at that one, because that's the way they play, I hear them talking about positionless basketball, but we'll see. And even if you are going to change to positionless basketball, that is something that takes time to build into your culture. You just don't wake up playing positionless basketball, sir. So I say that to say that you have to be a leader, that people look to you as a leader. And really, if you haven't really got a lot of time behind Raven to do that, because remember, before she stepped away, she wasn't going to be on a team. She asked to come back. So whatever it could be, we don't know. But mental health is serious. And to acknowledge it is even I applaud her for that. Oh, mental health is definitely important. I remember talking to a friend of mine who was coached under Beth Burns at San Diego State. It's like a niece. And to one of my good friends, her niece played there. And Cynthia Cooper was recruiting her to USC. She wound up at San Diego State with Coach Burns and had a great experience with Coach Burns. But she said at some point there were times where she would have panic attacks, but she didn't know what a panic attack was until years later. She didn't know how to articulate that. She wasn't knowing what she was feeling, And Coach Burns wasn't the reason why or anything like that. It wasn't that. She worked it out and later figured it out later. It's kind of playing some now. She got music going. She's got a business, loctician, but she does my hair. I mean, she's gifted. But the thing is, like, we didn't know what depression was. My household, I didn't know what depression was. I didn't know what like when I was having palpitations, not because I was scared of losing, because if I was prepared, I was not going to be scared or nervous. But there were times where I had a competition, and when I can't figure out why I'm not performing at the way that I want against this person, and I would lose, and then I would win, and we were going back and forth. And this, I believe, is we're at different stages of our training, and it gets real down. It gets really depressing when you become number one in something, and people are coming at you, and you have to perform your best all the time because they're always coming at you. As compared to you being a hunter, it's different. I love the way Juju has a balance. She doesn't seem like she allows the pressure to get to her. She has a good social connections around her family. She has a team, a village of loved ones around her. That's why, sometimes leaving out of the country out of your state is not always that great. Oregon, if you stand on the West Coast or you stand on the East Coast, that's different. But I'm saying, like, if you're going from one end to the other and you can't get home for holidays, they can't come see you, it's a lot. There are some days where you just need your mama's chest. You get me? Your son had panic attacks and swells up yeah. It would jerk me up at night, and my heart was like jumping out of my chest. They put me on an EKG. They could not figure it out until I actually had a conversation with a doctor that cared. And he was like, oh. And then also, my mom smoked heavily, and her room was next to mine. And the smoke I started to notice it later. So he told me what happened. I had nowhere to go before it was time. Like, I had a meet. I would be fine until it'd be a meet that's on a weekend or something. And so I would have to sit outside of the house because she didn't understand it was just too much. I needed fresh air before I went out. And she would smoke in the morning while I was still asleep to get up to go to school and catch the bus at 7. It would still be lingering in the air. So the doctor at the ER gave him Motrin to reduce the throat. Okay. Motrin. I thought, wait, it's Tylenol. Motrin reduces the fever. I thought supposed to take Tylenol for inflammation. Okay, I can't remember. I took him to the cardiologist. He was on a heart monitor. It was no findings. Heart test flutters come from panic. That's what we found out. Girl, we got to talk about it. You get it. And some people blood pressure jumps up with these kids. Whatever it is, like they don't be knowing what's wrong. They don't. And so that's why sometimes they have to step away to figure it out. You know what I mean? So shout out to Maddie. But I kind of had a feeling, I still think there's going to be some things that go up and down over there because she's got so much depth. And, you got agents, you got your coaches, your family, and, your brands. Like, well, I need my kid to get this many minutes. I need my kid to get, how many minutes are they going to get? And so it ain't just you and the coach no more. And now they got GMs, and now they got all these other factors. Everybody's, on the coach's back to give them a certain amount of time. I want to see how she juggles it all personally. I think our situation is a perfect fit. We don't got pounds and pounds of people in the same position. But we'll talk about that some more, Bear Beauty. Just stay with me, Chicago. Y'all stay with me right here. Everybody love Juju 1, 2, Top 2. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm going to go lay down. I'm going to take this medicine. And hopefully I'll come back tomorrow evening. But Bear Beauty, stick with me. Send me that info too. All right? Love y'all. Take care. See you in the next one.
Around here, this is more than a game. It's family, it's culture, it's legacy. A community that understands the work, respects the grind, and honors the journey. From the hardwood to the highlight moments, to every player chasing greatness. This is where passion grows, where fans become family, where standards are protected, where women's basketball lives. Welcome to Everybody Loves Juju 12.